Here's the truth. After 40, things are different when it comes to losing fat. What worked when you were in your 20s doesn't work anymore. Your hormones shift, your energy drops, your sleep gets crazy, and confidence can drop. But you can still lose fat, walk on the beach without shame, build that confidence, and fit into those size 12 jeans that you want. Listen, I've lost 40 pounds in about 2 months, and I've kept it off. I help women all over the world to do the exact same thing without counting, tracking their food, or running to lose weight. I'm going to share with you 7 simple fat loss habits that actually work, especially if you're a woman over 40. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know exactly how to combine your foods for the fastest way to get rid of that stubborn belly fat, I've created a free guide, Unlock Your Dream Body. Click the link in the description to grab it now. And let's start with the first one. Cut down alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of empty calories, so not all calories are the same. If there are calories such as carbs that gives you energy, protein that helps you to build more muscle mass, well, alcohol doesn't give you anything that is beneficial. And there are 7 calories per 1 gram of alcohol. And alcohol is one of those type of products that can be overly consumed. For me, alcohol, even occasionally, was no longer an option. Not only because of the empty calories, but it robbed me of a good night's sleep, and that affected the whole next day. I haven't missed it even a little. Alcohol was a poison dressed as fun. When you go to a party and you think that you need to drink alcohol to feel good, but you know, that's a mental state. So I feel good without having alcohol. And another bad thing that is about alcohol is that dehydrates you. It robs your body of your electrolytes, and those electrolytes hydrates your body, and they are alkaline and electrical, helps your cells to have more energy and function better. And if your cells function better, then you can lose fat more efficiently. So that's a big no-no for alcohol. But you also have to stay hydrated and nourished if you want to burn body fat. And here's one little secret. Lemon water is better than just water. Why? Because it has that good amount of electrolytes, and that water will be enzymatic, will help your body's processes. It hydrates you more compared with just water. And you know what? It's also good for cutting down cravings. When you crave something unhealthy, such as candies or fast food, if you just drink lemon water, it will cut down those cravings. You'll have more control on your actions. And most of those hungry signals are actually because of dehydration. So you need to keep your body hydrated. Hydration is also important for lipolysis. Water is involved in many metabolic processes, including the breakdown of fats. Staying hydrated helps ensure that your body can carry out these functions. Lipolysis is the body's way of breaking down stored body fat so it can be used for energy. So it boils down to the amount of energy that you bring in your body and the chemistry that results in breaking down of food. For example, when you feed your cells, those cells will get energy, but it's not free energy. It has some residues which are acidic, and that's oxidative stress. You have to eliminate those residues. But if you burden your lymphatic system with the wrong chemistry, with an acidic chemistry, then you affect the eliminative organs such as kidneys, colon, and skin, and you can't properly flush out those toxins to keep your body clean and hydrated. Acidosis is equal with dehydration or chronic dehydration. So you have to keep your body hydrated and nourished. But to keep your body really nourished, you have to understand the fruit-based diet, which is crucial to eliminate all of those issues that create and store body fat forever. When you eat processed and ultra-processed food, dairy, proteins, those type of fruits creates mucus, which is the body's reaction to those irritants. Our membranes have mucosa, which is a layer of protection from the outside invaders. And when we eat food that is not harmonious with our body's needs, then it irritates that mucosa and produces mucus. That mucus traps inside those invaders and put them in the lymphatic system, which is the sewer system of your body, a system that keeps your body clean. Raw foods, as you can find them in nature, are not creating mucus, but fruits is a very special category for us humans because they are designed for our species. We have hands and fingers, not claws or hooves. Have you seen how simple it is for us humans to peel a banana compared to processing meat to consume? I mean, look at a tiger. It's so simple for it to eat an animal than peeling a banana, right? So we have more similarities with apes compared to any other terrestrial species. Have you ever had that feeling when you look at an ape that they seem to be like us humans? When you watch them how they eat their food and you see their fingers and you can also see their fingerprints, right? And if you put your baby in a cage with a bunny and some bunch of grapes, guess which food it will prefer? And for sure will be grapes. But on the other hand, if you put a baby lion in a cage with a bunny and some grapes, then God pray for the bunny. So we don't have those predatory instincts or tools like fangs or claws to devour animals. And you know what? When I discovered the fruit-based diet, that made perfect sense and it helped me to understand how this world works and how we are trapped in a matrix to keep us away from truth and for being truly healthy and aware. If people are more ill and they don't ask questions, they are easily to be controlled, and that's basically the agenda of some wealthy dudes. So when I discovered Dr. Robert Morse, who is a naturopath for over 50 years, then I tried his approach with a fruit-based diet and I ate 3 months only fruit. Yeah, this might sound extreme, but I wanted to test it out and it was amazing. I felt amazing and my body was so energetical. I felt so good and all of my pains like knee pain, back pain completely vanished. I dropped pounds, my sleep was amazing, I could finally rest at night. I had confidence, clarity of mind. I could see through that veil of illusions that kept me unhealthy. And I ate tons of fruit and I could eat as much as I wanted and I would still drop body fat. That cool. And you know what? That was freedom. And fruits are the real fast food, but a healthy one. What's faster than to grab an apple and to eat it? Tell me that. What's faster than that? Nothing. Nothing is faster than that. Have you ever thought about why fruits are the only foods on this planet that they don't need any seasoning? They don't need salt, pepper, or other spices. Have you ever thought about that? Well, maybe because they are the perfect food for us humans. That makes sense. So they want to keep us away from this truth and to make us fear of fruit, that they have too much sugar, that they create fatty liver or pancreatitis and so on. And that's wrong. This is totally BS. And you know how simple was that period for me? I had no dishes to wash, but only to rinse a plate, but not to rub forever on plates that were sticky with that fat that is produced when you eat cooked food. Additionally, I didn't even spend hours in the kitchen to prepare, to chop, to cook. No, there was so much free time for me. And you know that when you cook your food, in your kitchen is a total mess and you have to do the cleaning. After that, you need to wash your clothes, to do a bath and wash your hair because it smells, you know, stuff like that. And with a raw, fruit-based diet, it's none of that. Damn, so good. And when you drop the pants and you get healthy, you get energy, you get your confidence back, then all your life changes. Your relationship with yourself changes. Your relationship with your partner, with your kids, with your family, with your boss and colleagues at work. Everything changes for the better. And that's why I'm so passionate to share this truth to the world, because it's so important and so life-changing, and you deserve better. You deserve better. And I'm not saying to jump on a fruit-based diet or fruit only or even a raw food diet straight away, but gradually to increase your raw food intake. Start with your first 2 meals to be fruit only. After night, your body is more acidic. Your body is more stiff because you didn't move your body when you were asleep, and that acids were stagnant. You have to start with something very alkaline, and that's fruits. Fruits are very alkaline, hydrating, nourishing. So that's the key for losing fat. And the magic word here is gradually. Increase your raw food intake gradually. You know why? Because when you lose your body fat so fast and you haven't opened yet your eliminative pathways, your kidneys are not filtering very well, you don't have 2 or 3 bowel movements a day, and you are not sweating, those acids are trapped inside, and if they just move from one point to another, they give you some bad sensations. Those are called healing crises. There are some symptoms of detox. This is the way that your body responds to regenerating, to cleansing. So in your fat loss journey and healing journey, you will experience some of those bad symptoms such as headache, stomachache, loose stools, and so on. You have to go through them. But if they are too many, then it's discouraging. So that's why you have to go on this healing path gradually. But you don't have to stick on 100% raw diet your whole life. It's ideally right. It's ideally for us because we are a species from nature and we should eat the food that Mother Nature gave us in its raw form. It's the ideal diet, but it's not that easy at first to stick to this lifestyle. It's not because this type of food is making us harm. No, nothing like that. But because of our emotions that are hard to manage. So it requires time to heal your emotions as well, to accept them, to let them go. But what I want to say is that if you want to lose that stubborn body fat, I would increase my fruit intake and my raw intake with salads and veggies. And now let's talk about the food combination. This is the crucial aspect. Let's say you don't eat raw foods at all, but if you respect those rules on how to combine foods properly, you will lose body fat. Just by knowing what foods makes a great team, you lose body fat. And to make it simple, eat fruits alone. Don't mix them with any other foods and avoid the worst food combination. And that's protein with starches. This is a nightmare for your body. This is hell. If you mix proteins such as meat, eggs, fish, yogurts with potatoes, rice and bread and other foods that are starches, then you start the drama, because protein will rot and on the other hand, starches will ferment. Proteins need an acid chemistry while starches need an alkaline chemistry, and if you mix them, then is a chaos. If proteins putrefy, then that toxicity is spreading in your body, and the fermentation as well. They create acidosis and you will have edema, which is water retention, and also weight gain and constipation, and you will feel bloated, dizzy, confused, out of energy, and so many negative things. So if you want to eat your protein, eat with salads, right? Non-starchy foods. If you want to eat your starches, eat with salads as well. So eat them as a separate meals, but with the best ally with raw salads. Salads are the best ally. Another habit is to stop drinking liquid carbs. And think of those drinks at Starbucks, such as frappuccinos, lattes. Those have about 500 calories. And you can drink that so fast to get 500 calories. To burn 500 calories, you need about 90 minutes of walking. 90 minutes. So that's a lot and it's not worth it. And you can put weight much faster by drinking liquid calories than chewing your food to have a real meal. But that doesn't mean that you can't have some drinks. This leads us to the next category, to find healthier swaps. Listen, living healthier is not about having no pleasure when you eat food, right? But you can find healthier alternatives and you can get rid of that body fat and to have a beautiful body for the summer. For example, instead of drinking hot chocolate, swap it with a plant-based milk with carob powder. Instead of sweets, which are so high in calories and in fats, swap them with dates, raisins, figs. Those are great alternatives to get rid of that craving for sweets. And they are natural, they have a good chemistry. Instead of pasta, you can swap it with zucchini noodles or zoodles. Have you tried them? They are so good. Instead of regular rice, swap it with cauliflower rice. That's a fantastic way to have less calories and the right alkaline chemistry for your body to heal and drop that body fat. You just grate the cauliflower florets using a box grater or put them in a food processor. They should look like rice grains. It takes like 5 minutes or less. Instead of regular bread, swap it with buckwheat bread. Instead of ice cream, swap it with nice cream, with frozen fruits such as bananas and mangoes. All of those swaps are great to have less calories and a better chemistry, an alkaline chemistry, which is good to heal your body and to drop that body fat, to regulate your hormones so you won't retake that body fat. Let me know in the comments what healthier swaps have you tried. The next tip and habit is to avoid high fat and protein. And I would avoid processed and ultra processed foods because they burden the lymphatic system, which is your sewer system. Keep your sewer system clean so it can keep your body clean and can function better. Ditch that fast food such as McDonald's or KFC's. Try to eat real food. Try to make your food at home and you will see how better your body feels. And the last tip is to move your lymphatic system, and this is with daily steps. You don't have to run or to lift weights, but you have to move your body because movement moves your lymphatic system, while the chemistry you ingest, it thins your lymphatic system, so it makes that lymphatic system way easier to clean the old lymph, that acidic lymph that trapped toxins and mucus. So movement moves the lymph while a fruit-based diet cleans the lymph and thins that lymph. And ideally hit 7k steps a day. If you are very sedentary, see how many steps you do a day and increase by 1k steps a week gradually. That's until you hit at least 7k steps a day. So let's recap those 7 habits that we've discussed. Cut down alcohol because it has empty calories and is toxic. Stay hydrated and nourished. And here we discussed about the importance of hydration with lemon water and also a raw diet rich in salads, greens and especially fruits. Respect the food combination rules. 2 of most important rules is to keep fruits alone and avoid protein and starch combination. Stop drinking liquid carbs. Find healthier swaps for the most unhealthy foods. And the 6th habit was about avoiding high protein and fat rich foods, and those are processed and ultra processed foods. And move your lymphatic system with daily steps. And if you would like to shed about 20 pounds per month without counting calories, running or gym workouts, and to finally fit into those size 12 jeans, it's totally possible. There is a link below this video to join my free school community. It's a total game changer and accountability system for women over 200 pounds who want to lose that stubborn body fat. Feel free to join now, link in the description.